I shouldn't say it, but Joe was always a great hunter. But how can you talk about that when you don't talk about the dogs? He loved dogs. And I'll never forget, Maggie and I were coming home from something, what it was, and we had the kids with us, and I talked to Jody. He said, why don't you come over and see us at Castroville? And so I said, okay. So, we got over there, and Joe's, I would assume, his favorite dog of all time was Rubric. And Rubric is a dog that they use in Africa to hunt lions, okay? And that dog, he's been showing the dog here on these pictures up there on the wall. And he said, now Charlie, he said, your kids are here. I said, I'll just be careful with him because Rupert can get pretty stout. I don't know whether you should let him get around him. And they were all sitting on the couch. My 3 children were sitting on the couch. And so Rupert comes rumbling through the house on the thing, and he just dives right in the middle of my children. And I mean, when I say that, he just was laying on top of them and licking them all. You know what I mean? I said, Dadgum, I said, that is one ferocious dog. I knew that I think he ran the mailman off a few times or something, but anyway. And the other story that I had was, I had a dog. He used to come down whitewing hunting with me, in the valley. And we go down to one of the farms, and it was, it had these big drains in there, and we had a dog, Tex, and he was a chocolate lab. He was a wonderful dog, highly intelligent, and I don't know, he never learned anything, nobody ever taught him anything. And Joe, I had a chair. I said, Joe, sit on this chair right here. And I said, there's this drain right there, and try to keep the birds out of that drain. And, the ones you're shooting. And he said, okay, no problem. But every one he shot landed right in that drain. And it went down at least 15, 20 feet. And I said, I'm going to leave Tex here with you, so he can go get your birds for you. He said, okay. You know what I mean? And sure enough, I watched him, and Joe was hitting him. I mean, he was a heck of a shot. And those birds would come in there, and they'd fly in, and then they'd land down in the bottom. All of them landed in the bottom of that drain. And he would send Tex down there to get them. And he always, when I saw him, first thing he'd ask me, he said, how's Tex doing? You know what I mean? Because he'd bring that bird up to him. Joe said, I'm looking around for that bird, but old Tex brought it right to me. So, anyway.